Before I get into opening lines, guys, and I break down how do we start this conversation, right? Because these people are angry. These people have already gotten a bunch of phone calls. They're going to start throwing objections at you right away. If you've gone in the file of recorded calls, we have an entire section of not only live cold calling sessions where I live stream the calls, we have all my audio calls, we have all my camera cold calls that I've done with my team. So you guys can kind of see real live objections and how this works and how I handle them. But I want to break down a framework here, guys, and a mental framework that I approach with for sale by owners, because I've seen a lot of salespeople in industries go into conversations, especially in our industry with for sale by owners, and they're like, hey, look, my intention is to get a contact and follow up. For the most part, we've talked about this, guys. When you make a cold call, right, the only intention we should have is to set a QA, a qualified appointment, right? That changes per lead. Circle prospects, old expireds, for rent by owners. These people are not saying, hey, I'm for sale right now. So we have to qualify, create a contact, do some research, and then call back. It's usually that two-step process. Guys, with for sale by owner, no matter what they tell you, understand this, you have to read between the lines. Forget about what they're saying. Hey, I want to wait 30 or 45 days. Hey, I want to do it with a family friend in the future. Hey, I don't want to pay commission. I don't want to work with an agent. Guys, read between the lines. All they're really saying is, I don't trust you. I don't see value in doing it with you, but they are already for sale. If they got the offer they wanted, they take it for the most part. That is also a part of the cold call, which is finding out motivation. But guys, the mental framework behind these calls to for sale by owners has to be closed. No follow-up. We'll talk about follow-up in other videos. I've definitely followed up with people to close them eventually. Not everybody's going to be closing the first call, but if you go into that call with a mentality of follow-up, that's what you're going to get, follow-up. If you go into the mentality with, I'm going to close an appointment, I'm going to close a face-to-face appointment, right? Because that's the objective of cold calling and for sale by owner. That's what you're going to have a better time doing. And it's not going to be a 1, 2, 3 step process. Even if you perfect the framework, you're still not going to get, hey, yeah, 100% come over to my house. You're going to have to handle objections. We'll get to that in the next sections. But I want you guys to understand that before you go into these opening lines, into this phone call, you have to understand that you're there to close. You are there to get a qualified appointment in person today. Some people ask me the question, hey, what if they just came on the market? I got to give them some time. They are all ready for sale. If you were a cash buyer and you called them and you said, hey, look, you're asking 600, I have 600, will you take it? They'll take it. They are all ready for sale. We just have to put them in a mental framework, and we have to build the gap from where they're at right now at for sale by owner by themselves to what it is like working with an agent that can get them more money. We'll talk about building the gap, but I wanted to make this quick little small video for you guys to understand mental framework. We are going in there to close on a qualified appointment right now, regardless of their timeline. I'll see you guys right now in the next video.